Hello people of the internet. Today, I am going to show you how to make a moss block and moss carpet farm. Before I start, I want to give half of the credit to Ray Works because this is his farm design, but I made some adjustments to make it compact. You can check out his channel. His channel link will be in the description below. He does amazing redstone farms. Obtaining the moss block is one of the most important block in the lush caves because using bone meal on a moss covered area will generate most of the items that generates in the lush caves biome. Supposedly these new blocks can be obtained in the new lush cave biome. Unfortunately, the new biome is nowhere to be found in this first half of the update, but there is still two ways to get this block. One way is through trading with wandering villagers. It will only cost you 1 emerald. Another way to obtain the moss block is through shipwreck chests. The moss block can use to craft moss carpet, but I suggest not crafting it, since you can farm the item itself. It is also used to craft mossy cobblestone and mossy stone bricks. You can use any tool to pick up this block. To save the durability of a tool, I suggest using your hands, specially that the hand can harvest faster than any tool. This farm is pretty simple to make, specially that moss block can convert many blocks into moss, using bone meal on a moss block that is currently covered with dirt, rooted dirt, coarse dirt, grass block, podzol, mycelium, andesite, granite, diorite, stone, tuff, and deep slate will convert those blocks into moss. Since one of the block is stone, and you can generate stone infinitely using water and lava. So you can create a stone generator where it will create a floor underneath the moss block and convert its surroundings. The farm works where it uses the stone generator to create a floor underneath a moss block. And using a dispenser with bone meal on a moss block will convert the surrounding stone into the moss block. Since moss block can be broken by the force of a piston, it will destroy the moss block when the stone generator is generating the floor. After the moss is generated, it will give a redstone signal to a row of trapdoors that is filled with water. So when the trapdoor is open, the water will flow into the farm and creates a funnel for the items. The items will then be put into a collection system, which you can configure to make the collection system only collect specific items. You can also use all of the items the farm drop to a composter, so the farm will generate bone meal for itself. Not creating a collection system will generate more bone meal that you have put in the dispenser, so you can use this farm for bone meal generation. But if you want to use the new blocks, I suggest creating a collection system. This farm will generate 3008 moss blocks, 516 moss carpet, 140 azalea bush, 93 flowering azalea bush, and 156 seeds in an hour without connecting the farm with the bone meal converter. Before creating this new farm, you need to collect these materials, a stack and 33 of glass blocks, keeping in mind you don't have to use glass. About a stack of stone, so the floor of the farm will be generated before the generator will be constructed. 48 of building blocks. I suggest grab a stack of blocks for scaffolding, 31 redstone dust. 15 regular pistons, 7 blocks of any type of stairs, 7 wooden trapdoors, 5 redstone repeater, 4 sticky pistons, 4 hoppers, 3 observers, 2 chests, 1 redstone block, 1 target block, 1 dispenser, 1 moss block, 1 soul sand, 1 packed ice, 1 composter, 1 block of any type of slabs, 1 lever, 1 redstone torch, and 2 bucket of water, so you can create a water infinite source, and 1 lava bucket. The bottom of this material chest are optional because this is the item filter items. If you want to build the filter, you need to collect 12 building blocks, 6 hoppers, 2 redstone comparator, 2 redstone repeater, 2 redstone torch, 6 redstone dust, 8 filter items, and 4 chest. You also need your items to put into the filter. In my case, it is the moss block and moss carpet. 41 items of your selected item is the max of the filter. To create this farm, you need to clear out an area of 15 by 12 blocks and 11 blocks high. To make things simpler, I will show a layer by layer image of the farm, so get your items and let's get started. This is the first layer. There is nothing to say here since it's just blocks. So here is the second layer. The second layer shows the redstone clock of the farm and the collection output chests of the farm. Here is the third layer. There is little to explain in this layer, so let's move on to layer number 4. This layer shows the water for the stone generator. Keep in mind that the stairs need to be like this because if it just straight, it will leak on the side of the block. It also shows the completion of the item filter. Note the hoppers you see in this layer needs to have items. You will need your filter items and put them into the hopper just like this. The fifth layer, this is the generating floor layer. Remember you need to put down the stone so the stone farm won't be messed up. Stone layer you see is a 7 by 9 blocks area. Note the block on the of the packed ice is a half slab, and it is place of top of the block, and keep in mind the water near this slab needs to be there. The sixth layer, this layer shows the completion of the stone farm and waterlogged trapdoors that will create the water collections funnel system. Keep in mind that the trapdoors needed to be closed. Here is the seventh layer. You can cover up the lava, but there is no need to cover it, since it will spread nowhere. Here is also where the moss needs to be placed on the middle of the platform. The eighth layer, nothing to say here except for the water elevator because it has no water for a reason. If you put water on that, it will make the items flowing on the elevator fly into the air, and creating a delay on the item system. The ninth layer, same here with the item elevator, it also shows the composter that is needed for the farm. The 10th layer has nothing but redstone components, so let's skip to the last layer and keep in mind that the water needs to be place of the elevator on this layer, because if it is not, it will not work. If you want to play around with this farm, you can download the world that is in the description of the video. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If so, consider liking the video because there is more to come. If you want to keep up to date, you can hit that subscribe button, because I am going to create more tutorials just like this. It would also be wonderful if you share the video. Thanks for watching, have a nice day and peace out.